Hello, hello. Welcome to an earlier interview than I'm used to. We've got Remus, we've got Kian.
Hello.
Today I have the other KomoriKayo with me.
Yeah. Hello.
Today we'll be talking about probably manga, art, fantasy RPGs, and all things bat related.
Oh yes.
But
Hopefully,
yeah,
I know enough to talk about all these things.
it's okay. We'll go pretty chill.
And unfortunately, I can't speak in echolocation, so
I can teach you if you
will
want.
be. Oh shit! Yes.
If they do the redeem.
There's a redeem for that. Holy shit!
Yeah, I've got a few redeems.
Amazing.
I forgot to turn off the fart one, unfortunately.
No, it's okay. I want it there.
No.
Okay, now you have to do it.
All right, so I gotta spit out my fruit sweet.
Oh, no. Okay. It's like you go into a cave and you hear that sound. The fuck do you do? What do you do?
You can't see them, but they can see you. They go wah wah wah.
I love it. Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. There we go. This is how we do the rest of the interview.
Okay, got it. Okay. You put up some translations later on.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
hi,
building.
Benji.
Hello, is this one of your viewers?
Yeah, another Vtuber. He's a moth Vtuber.
Oh, I love moths. Probably shouldn't tell him there are some bats that eat moths.
yeah, that's what I was saying the other day too. Someone redeemed the armpit fart.
Yeah, I was trying to put it off, but here we go.
Okay, let's go.
I apologize in advance. You might not actually be able to hear it because I've got I'll turn off crisps so that you can hear
it. Amazing.
There you go. There's your
perfect. I love it.
I'm glad you enjoy. I get a bit embarrassed by it, but it's my special skill.
No, it's amazing. It's a good skill.
Thank you. Maybe that could be my echolocation. Is just sending out armpit farts and it bouncing around the cave.
I'll be able to find you for sure. It's a unique sound, I think. Unique in a cave, at least. Yeah.
But yeah, the number one question on my list for everyone is, how are you doing today?
How am I doing today? I'm. So I was saying earlier, like, today was kind of an unproductive day, and I watched Incredibles 2 this morning though. It was very, very good.
What did you think?
And no, I will not be doing the armpit fart.
You've got to redeem those points on Kaya's channel.
Special event maybe. I don't know how to do it though. I have to learn. I will get Mojo to teach me.
I will. I'll do it after the interview. Armpit fart training arc will commence.
Hell yeah! Oh my god. Amazing.
Yeah. So the next part I usually do is I tell you what I know about you, and then you can tell me if I got any of it wrong or if there's any more to add.
Okay, cool.
So, your KomoriKayo, which, if anyone here still doesn't know, Komori is bat in Japanese.
We're very creative people.
You do a lot of drawing.
Too much.
You love drawing.
Yep.
You like sort of dating sims. I've seen you play that a lot.
Yep. Kind of. Nekopara.
Oh yeah, that's what you were playing recently.
Yeah.
Trying to think. I've seen you play a little bit of Minecraft. I've seen you play.
Very little.
Yeah, I think that was the first stream I
Mhm.
saw you in.
Oh, really? Oh,
Was that Minecraft stream?
I probably played like twice or 2 or 3 times maximum.
Trying to think what else. I've seen you play the pigeon dating game and the cat girl dating game.
Yes. Yes. Both very good.
And I know you're a fan of fantasy RPGs, but I'm not sure if you've streamed any yet.
A fan, but I haven't played that many. Yeah.
It's alright.
But yeah, I did stream. What's it called? Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, the Game Boy one. I streamed it for a while, but I I stopped because I kept dying.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be a game that I'll never finish.
As long as
We'll
you
leave
had
it at
fun.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is there anything I missed out? Or anything like that?
I guess the first ever game that I actually streamed was also a visual novel actually, so it's not that far off. I played Steins Gate, but that's another game I couldn't finish because it was too much reading. Like my throat was getting wrecked. So other than that, I think pretty much the only thing that defines me is that I like to draw a lot. I like manga a lot, like you mentioned earlier. I think. Yeah, I think you got it. You got it.
So a drawing bat, manga loving drawing bat, is a quick way to describe you.
Correct.
So we'll go back in time a little bit. If you want to step into the time machine, and we can ask you.
Whoa, Steins Gate.
Whoa,
Nice.
Steins Gate. Also,
whoa.
thank you, Remus. The cave's looking a bit cleaner. We also have a little image of Coco today as the news.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, she is graduating, which is VTuber talk for retiring. So my voice is very bad today. I apologize.
It's okay. Sounds good.
So how did you discover VTubers?
Oh, okay. Have you heard of something called Utaites?
I don't think so.
No worries. It's basically it's like a group of people who, similar to VTubers, is like a sub community of people who do like covers of initially Vocaloid songs, and then people started doing more J-pop songs and stuff. But I was part of that community for like a long time. Like I started when I was 14.
Wow.
So it's been a long ass time. Yeah, so like a year or two, I think a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. People around me, like my friends, started becoming VTubers, and I was like, what the shit's a VTuber? and and I did hear of a few before, but like because Hololive EN weren't out yet, so everyone was Japanese, so I wasn't really that into it. But then I can pinpoint the exact time and date that I fell into the VTuber hole, because I went back into my YouTube history. The first video I ever watched of a VTuber was Kanai from Nijisanji.
Oh yeah.
I watched this video in August. So yeah, so that day alone, I think I watched like 20 or 30 videos, and I've been hooked ever since. Yeah, but then I started actually wanting to do VTubing in December. Yeah. So like took a while, because initially my idea was I really wanted to try making a model, like learning how to do the live 2D stuff. That was the main idea. Yeah. And then it ended up becoming like this. Yep.
So you're now so deep into the VTuber rabbit hole that you became a VTuber.
Correct. Exactly. But sadly, like I think a lot of VTubers will agree with this, but like once you become a VTuber, you start like losing the time that you have to actually watch VTubers.
Oh
and
yeah.
and the people I used to watch are obviously like people like Gura, that kind of stuff. Like, don't have time to watch them anymore. And the time that I do have, I try and watch like my friends
Mm.
and like smaller indie VTubers. So like you kind of lose touch with that. Yeah, but it's sad, but it's fine. I still watch their clips and stuff.
I think I definitely agree with the not having time to
Right.
watch streams. 'Cause I started
Yeah.
like Vshoujo and Hololive
Ooh.
English was
Mm-mm.
when I started to slip a lot down into the rabbit hole, and then
Right.
almost as soon as I started streaming, I stopped like paying
Right.
attention to them so much, and like there are so many indie VTubers.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's still so many. Who was your first though? Your first YouTuber?
The first one I saw was Kitsune AI, which I think is most people's,
Ooh.
arguably
Interesting.
the first VTuber.
True.
And then I think the first time I like actively started like looking for clips and stuff was Korone, the cute
Ooh.
Hololive dog.
Yes.
And then, as
Very
I
cute.
mentioned, Hololive English and Vshoujo came out roughly the same time. So
Right. Yeah.
Um,
Ooh.
who are your favorites? Who do you enjoy watching?
My favorites. So back when I was still watching actively,
Hmm.
I would watch a lot of I would watch most of Gura's streams. So like for the first 2 or 3 months that she was streaming, I was like religiously watching her streams because her streams happened at the exact right time when I needed something to watch while I was doing my stuff.
Ah.
So I will watch her stream every day. But other than her, I will watch a lot of clips of Niji Sanji VTubers. So people like Kuzuha, Kanae, and uh, oh, I also watched a lot of Yashiro Kizuku, which is like he's a smaller Niji Sanji VTuber, not as big as Kanae, I think. But he's basically his persona is like he's just a normal salaryman who like when he comes home he just wants to play games.
That's
And
that's quite wholesome in a way.
yeah, exactly. And he's really good at games, so like that's part of why I watched him as well. And recently I also watched a lot of I don't know if you know this person. I don't know her full tag name, but the name that people call her by is Chica. I don't know if you've heard of her.
It rings a
She
bell. I can't think
she's
of.
from Atelier Live. She's another like big. She's pretty big as well, but she's indie VTuber. And she does like emotes. She basically every stream she's doing, she's just rushing through emote commissions because that's her life, I guess.
Well, as long as she enjoys it, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, her streams are fun because it's just her talking about things, but she has like an interesting view, I guess. Her voice is nice. I don't know. But yeah.
I think voices are very important for VTubers.
Agreed. It sometimes doesn't really matter what you're saying. Like sometimes I just need the right frequency in my ear while I'm studying and doing stuff, you know?
Maybe that's the bat coming out.
Yeah. My ear has a frequency preference. Correct.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So do you think any of those VTubers you mentioned, do you think any of them have influenced you in the way that you stream as a VTuber?
Yes and no. I don't know. Good question. I never really thought about it, but I do think that like, for example, watching Mika and people who do like art streams, like it made me realize that it's okay to not be like talking nonstop. Because when I tried to do art streams the first time, I kept like feeling really anxious. Like shit, I I gotta keep the conversation going. Even when there's not a lot of people in chat, like I have to keep going, talking about new things. But then I couldn't think of things to talk about. Then when I watched them, I realized it's just chill. Just people are there for the music and for like company. Not really. They don't necessarily need you to be like talking all the time. And yeah, it kind of made me feel more chill about streaming. But to be fair, in the first place, when I stream, I don't really like think about anything. My brain's empty. I'm just I'm just word vomiting
Yeah.
while I stream. Yeah, it
I
do
like
be like that.
I like to describe it as as soon as you click go live, you sort of go onto like an unconscious autopilot,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
just sort of say stuff, and then as soon as you stop streaming, you're like, why did I say that?
Exactly. I mean, for me, like that's why I've been playing a lot of like stuff that's just kind of you can close your brain, like things like Hatofu Boyfriend, like visual novels, right? You don't really have to do anything; just read the words on the screen and react when boobies come out. Like that's basically all I have to do. And it's fun for me, yeah. So it's not that bad. But when I have to actually think about like I keep worrying about making a fool of myself when I'm streaming. That's why I don't want to play any big brain games. I know my brain's not big enough. Yeah, but that's also not a big concern. Yeah.
I think it's fine as long as you're enjoying it. Your chat will usually enjoy it, I find.
That's true, to be fair. Yeah.
So do you ever find when I first started streaming, I found I had a lot of voice problems with like getting what is it, like a sore throat from talking too much.
Ooh. Yeah. The early Steins Gate streams were really, really bad for me. Were really, really bad because like they didn't have any voice acting at all. Like Negopara has voice acting for the character, so I don't have to read their lines, But then for that one, I had to read like every single line, and I played every Wednesday for like at least 1 or 2 months, something like that, and then like every Wednesday after that, my voice would be gone, and then by the time it's better, it would go again. Yeah. So initially that was really bad, but I think the important thing is hydrating. So the hydrate redeem is actually really important. Very, very important because it helps me remember. Because sometimes I don't remember, and then yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
why Twitch added it in as one of the defaults.
Yeah, I think that's a good one to add, like stretch as well.
Yeah, I've turned mine off because I don't like having too many on at once.
True. Yeah, I can understand that.
So you briefly mentioned that you drew and you rigged your model yourself.
Oh yes. Yeah, I did. So I did it in a span of like I drew it and I drew everything in 2 or 3 days, I think. Just sped through it, and then the rigging, I redid the rigging like 4 or 5 times, and the result is still the same every single time. There's some settings that I don't really know how to do. Like so, for example, my hair doesn't really have gravity.
Okay.
It's not really rigged properly, and like things like my necklace is not, it's like not moving. It's it's all very scuffed basically. Yeah.
Well, I think the
So
fact that you did it yourself is almost more important in a way because it shows you've got a lot
yeah,
of technical skill.
I don't know about technical skill, but I did follow a lot of tutorials. I think thankfully a lot of people do make tutorials. Yeah, so I'm excited to make a new one though, a new model. I've been looking at my model and being like, shit, why I should have improved it more.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know, pay someone to do it. Like I think drawing the model is not that bad because I can draw. That's a skill that I already have. but rigging is a different matter because like okay, my face doesn't look that bad when I turn and everything. It's not that bad because live 2D, at least the way I'm setting it, is not very sensitive. But if you looked at my model, like the face angles in Cubism or Live 2D, it looks insane. It looks really bad.
Oh, yeah,
Like it looks really, really, really bad. Yeah. Thankfully, most of the time I'm just looking straight anyway, so it's okay. Yeah.
It's quite good that it's all set up for just I'm sitting at a computer, I'm looking straight forwards most of the time. So
Yeah, correct. So that's also why like I wanted to try a 3D model. Because I don't know, I thought it might be a good alternative because I am also lazy.
yeah.
So like the thought of like doing the whole model again, it's exciting, but also like oh man, seems like a lot of work. But yeah.
It's it's almost two completely different skill sets. Like you get famous like drawing artists, and then you also get famous riggers where they don't do like any art at all. They're just known for setting up models and stuff.
Yeah. Like there's some pretty like amazing ones, and they're pushing it like to the limits every day, man. I'm like every time I look at Twitter, I'm seeing them do stupid shit. Like some people can do like 90-degree face turns, which is like crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you need that?
Yeah.
And then other people doing like Live 2D can do animations as well. They're doing like full animes like by using Live 2D.
Whoa.
Just crazy.
I guess it's sort of easier. Like once you've rigged a model, you don't really have to like animate it necessarily. You can do a lot of conversations and stuff.
It cuts down on the like a lot of the steps, I guess. I'm actually not pretty sure that Necopara might have been done on Live 2D because the models that pop up have like all the physics and stuff, kind of. Especially certain types of physics. Yep.
Do you think it's the future of anime, or at least a method they're going to utilize more in mainstream animes?
I did think about it before. I don't think it'll replace it for sure. Not how it is now, because at the end of the day, even if you can rig everything, you still have a character that like the amount of work that you need to do in order to make the character move left and right, for example, is way too much. Like it's easier to just draw the character out, because these people who are doing animations, they're not drawing like me, like I take 3 days to draw one thing. But these people, like 1 hour, they pump it out. So it's probably much faster for them to just stick with what they got. But for this, I think Live 2D is becoming really big for games. I know Arknights, I don't know if they actually use Live 2D inside of their game, but they do a lot of art that they commission Live 2D. So like I've seen like Brian Sui has done quite a few Arknights pieces where it just adds like another dimension to your game as well, or like your game art. So I think that's probably where it'll be used most. I don't know about anime yet though. Yeah.
I've got a theory that there's going to be a new rigging program that'll come out either like next year or the year after, that's going to streamline things a lot.
Probably. Yeah. I can see that. It would be cool.
So you've been streaming for 6 months-ish now?
Yeah, I think it's about 6 months.
So how have you been? How have you found it? What?
It's been good. I feel like I'm not like that great of a streamer, like, because I don't know. I pretty much stay at home all day, right? So I have nothing to talk about. And so the thing with me is that a lot of my friends have said this before as well. Um, when I first meet someone, I'm pretty calm and not very. I'm pretty like I wouldn't say guarded. Like, I'm still talking to you, right? But I don't really express my true feelings. But it's not that I don't have. It's not that I'm not expressing it. It's I don't feel anything when I'm like talking to just a normal friend. If that makes sense. I don't know if that's making sense, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like yeah, to an audience, I'm still talking as though I'm talking to an audience, you know. Um, but then I have really close friends who say that like after like I warm up to people, it gets like much more. I'm much more funny, and I actually have interesting stories to tell.
Hmm.
But then, right now, like I can't. It's not a switch I can turn on. Basically, yeah. So, mm, it's hard to be yeah. It's hard to be like fully honest, and I mean I am honest. I don't know how to explain, but I'm not like fully the funniest Kayo I could be. You know? Yeah, I could be better, but I don't know how. But to be fair, I think also um, it's been just a good activity to just do,
Hmm.
because I can just empty my brain for like 3-4 hours and just stream, and it's nice to have something to look forward to. Yeah, although yeah, I think also because I've been focusing more on art lately, so I haven't been streaming as much, which is I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah. But oh yeah, fun fact. So I said earlier that I was a Utaite before, right?
Hmm.
So I actually did try to stream as my Utaite persona for like 2 or 3 streams, and those were really bad.
Oh no.
Like I don't know if I have the VODs anymore, but they were so bad. I was so quiet, and like I didn't really know what to say. I mean, I still don't know, but like at the time I was just like, yep. And especially because like I obviously didn't have any audience because I didn't tell anyone. I was just like streaming on my own, trying to learn how to stream.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that was interesting. Yeah.
Do you think it was partly down to not enough planning, and you didn't really know what to do with your that persona you tried, or do you think it was just it wasn't suitable for streaming?
I think maybe I just wasn't prepared for streaming because like I don't know if this is common for a lot of YouTubers, but I'm sure some people will like agree. When you think of VTubing, you think of all the big people like Gura and like all those
Hmm.
people who have like Gura has like 30,000 people watching her every stream. It's crazy. I mean, even smaller VTubers like the like relatively smaller like V Shoujo people, they can still have like 3,000, 4,000 people watching them every stream. So their chat is like constantly going. They constantly have something to react to or like talk about.
Hmm.
Um, but then when you stream on your own, it's like you have to like make up something to talk about by yourself.
Yeah.
Which is yeah. So initially when I started, I was like, shit. What do you mean I have to come up with the topics myself? The fuck? I thought someone's gonna tell me what to say. Yeah. So I expected that.
It's
But
yeah.
yeah.
I think it's something that a lot of streamers don't really, new streamers don't really consider, especially if a lot of their exposure is from, as you say, like VShojo and Hololive.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah.
haven't really interacted with indie VTubers much, they probably might not know how hard it is in your first few months, or possibly even
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And I have to say, like the first couple of months were definitely like hard. Because now when I stream, I have like a few people who turn up.
Hmm.
Like at
Bingy?
the very least, I yes, I don't know if it's still around, but yeah, but like I have like people who are there and are familiar,
Hmm.
so I feel more comfortable. Because sometimes now, like when a new name pops up in my chat, I'm like, oh shit, readjust, recalibrate.
Hide the weirdness.
Yeah, correct. Hide it. Pretend to be Kayo.
Hmm.
Yeah, but in the end, like, because I know everyone's just there to have fun. It's okay. I can just be who I want to be. If you don't want to watch my stream, I'm okay with that as well.
Hmm.
So I don't really look at like the numbers and stuff. Yeah.
That's a very good way of looking at it. You might not be suitable for everyone, but you're usually suitable for someone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's probably my way of thinking about it.
So I heard rumors a few
Mhm.
weeks, probably a month ago now, of some character lore.
Oh,
Is that something you can talk about, or is that still in the works?
I mean, it's still in the works, but essentially the idea was that oh, Vinji's still here. Nice. Thank you.
Hello.
The idea for the lore was, I mean, it was just a joke that I made.
Hmm.
But basically the idea was that I'm a real life bat that got isekai into a dating sim, and that's why I have like a lot of art of me in like various universes, like not really universes, but like different tropes. Yeah, so that was it was it was just a joke that I thought of, because my doodle sheet, like apparently no one like I showed my doodle sheet because I did a doodle sheet of my character, in different poses and stuff, like a while back, and then I showed it to my sister and she was like, "Yo, who does a doodle sheet with like different outfits and stuff? Like normally it's the person's outfit and that's it." And I was like, "Wait, yeah, maybe she's just in a dating sim or something."
Ah.
So yeah, so that was how I came up with the idea. And then after that, so yeah, so I had some ideas for like some lore videos and stuff, right? And I made some plans, but it sounded so cringe in my head. Like I didn't know how to execute it without being a little cringe, because I don't know, like the particular way I wanted to express it feels really cringe.
Hmm.
But I am thinking about it because like I want like my other content to be themed because I thought that would be fun. Like I've been trying to theme my covers. Um, I've been trying to theme my covers according to, like bed endings. That I don't know. It's
Hmm.
just a fun little thing for my like little hit canon.
I think it's
Um,
very good. It's one of the perks of being a VTuber is you can play up theming a lot more.
yeah, exactly, which is fun. It's not. I don't think it'll pan out 100%, but at least if I know my lore, I'm okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty clever idea, and it plays into the content you do a lot. So
Yeah.
um, so I think we touched a little bit on it. But what are your plans for the future of streaming? Do you have any outfit designs, model
Ooh.
upgrades, games you want to show?
Well, for games, not really. Like I'm probably gonna finish Nekopara like sometime soon. After that, I don't know if I'll continue playing Nekopara right away or because I have like the thing is I have like 100 games in my library.
Oh yeah,
I'm a fiend when it comes to buying games. I can't help it. There's like sales every day.
those
It's so
darn
bad.
Steam sales.
Yeah. Like I can't buy like anything else, but games I will buy everything. So I still have to like think about what other games I can play, but I have some like maybe puzzle games, or I wanted to play Danganronpa. That might be something I might play.
Hmm.
But okay, so okay, here's I want to ask your opinion. Okay,
Okay.
um, I've this is not an important question, just to let you know. It's just a random question, but because I played Danganronpa 1 on my own, and I thought of maybe playing Danganronpa 2 on stream. I don't know if that's weird though, like to skip one part
uh,
of the.
I don't think so. I think you can go for it. I think it's the only people it might possibly be weird for is like your a consistent audience, but I assume most of the time they don't care because they're there for you rather than what you play necessarily. So
True. I hope
as long
that's
as
the case.
yeah, as long as it's something you
Yeah.
enjoy, it would be good. Also,
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
in the
yeah.
chat is welcome to ask any questions they want.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh yeah, but other than the game, I've been trying to make a new design, but I had the whole outfit like out, like I designed the whole thing already, but then I looked at it and I was like, I don't like it. So it'll take a while, but it's coming. I hope.
I suppose
I hope.
that's the good thing about being your own artist is if you don't like something, you can scrap it and not be like, oh, I paid hundreds, possibly thousands for this, and now I don't like it.
Exactly. You know, I don't think I would be a VTuber if I wasn't an artist myself. Like if I didn't have the capability to draw and rig my own model or like learn how to use Vroid or something, I probably wouldn't be a VTuber because I don't think I could spend like, any money on it. You know, it's just a lot. I'm an Asian, you know, spendthrift. Do be like that.
Yeah. I'm very jealous of any VTubers that can do and rig their stuff.
Yeah. I'm very lucky. I'll say that my skill set like all came together.
You do seem
just for
to
me to do this.
you seem to love the drawing as well, so it's always fun to watch you draw.
Yeah. I hope it is.
So that's the end of the normal questions. Now we get to move on to more, not necessarily more interesting, but a bit more unique to you questions, I suppose.
Okay.
Where shall we start? We have had a very interesting question the past few times of if you were on a desert island, and assuming you had the electricity and the monitor, TV, etc., which console would you take with you if you could only take one?
Console.
Games console.
Is a PC counted?
Unfortunately not, I don't think. I wish it was, because I would take
PC.
it.
I mean, I would take a PC hands down, right, if that was an option. But if not, probably PS4 or PS5, I guess, since that's out.
Oh.
Yeah, but actually, in all fairness, I don't actually play console games, like at all, because everything that you can play on a PS4 or 5, you can play on PC, kind of. I'm sure there are exclusive games, but I don't have money for them. I do have a PS4, but I haven't been playing it much. Yeah, so I'm like I really like only play PC games. Or I do play some Switch, but yeah.
The PC is superior, so
You're
they're the
right.
best.
PC Master Race, let's go.
Yeah. As you may know, E3 is right around the corner.
Oh yes.
Are there any games you're looking forward to information on, or any games you'd like to be announced?
Oh, you know, I don't actually like think about that. I don't really read much on like game news, so I don't actually know what could be coming out. But I don't know. I would like more cool PC. But to be fair, to be honest, I'll be honest. Most of the games I play and buy are games that are relatively older. I don't really keep up to games very much because current games are expensive.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna be known as like super thrifty from now on. But yeah,
It's okay.
Yeah. Like those like games like Death Stranding, that's been on my wish list since the very start, like since it came out. But it's like always $80, and I can't bear to spend that money, You know, I'll spend $80 on like 4 games, but I won't spend $80 on one game.
It's probably
So that's how
smarter
my.
that way.
Is it though? Because I have like a library of unplayed games that are
Oh,
telling me like, why would you do this?
it's
But
a
yeah.
future investment for, I'm not sure, any sort of collapse, but you'll have games ready to go just in case.
Ooh, true. If the apocalypse happened, I'd have stuff to do at least.
Yeah.
If there's no Wi-Fi. Oh
On
shit!
your,
But I can't download anything. Oh no.
that's true. On your desert island, you'll have games to play.
Oh yes. That would be
Um,
nice.
I think the only game I can think of that might pique your interest would be the new Dragon Age.
Oh yes. I forgot about that. Yes. I don't know if will they announce stuff then. Although I think there was a trailer that was out already. I'm not too sure.
Dragon Age? Yeah, Daldin. There's a new Dragon Age. They did like a teaser announcement where it's like, yeah, we're working on it. And then I think it was at the Game Awards last year. They did like a, hey look, we're still working on it. Here's some teaser images.
We promise we're still working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Honestly, I would be happy with any BioWare game. I mean, although I haven't played Mass Effect, so that's one BioWare game I haven't played. But
there you go.
Yeah,
I'd recommend getting the
legendary version, right?
yeah. I think if you don't
Yeah.
own the games, it's definitely worth getting.
Yeah. I might. It
Hello.
gets me more excited for video games than concept art. Shit, hell yeah.
That's
Love it.
the good stuff.
Perfect.
Do you, as an artist yourself, do you find yourself looking at the concept art for games and stuff?
Ooh, yeah, I do. I do look at them, but also like the art that they do was a little bit different from mine. So sometimes it's hard to like fully learn. But nah, actually no. That's an excuse. It's just I should be learning those things because you know Western kind of art is more focused on like realistic proportions or at least like more like look, you know. But that's harder to learn. Drawing anime is just like I just have to put lines in on paper and it works.
Yeah, I
But
think
yeah, but
I did art in school, and I definitely had a section of anime in there. Don't think I was allowed to do too much.
Yeah.
Just trying to catch
but
up with
about
the
it,
chat.
it's cool.
It tends to be a lot less line art from what I've seen, and a lot more of I don't know how to best describe it.
Rendering, like coloring the I do watch like videos about that, but yeah, it's hard. I've tried to draw like more Western style, but I don't know how to do it. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Yeah.
Is it me, or is this stream getting a bit batty? Is what Doldin says. Does that make them to a cauldron? Maybe
Do bats have like a name, like a group name?
There's multiple. When I get a follower, it says "Welcome to the Cauldron," which is a name for a group of bats. I think when they're flying, it's a swarm, and when they're all in a cave, it's a colony. And then I think a cauldron is like a generic name for a group of bats.
I didn't know it was called a cauldron. Dang, I'm learning. Shit, I'm a bat, but I don't even know these things.
It's okay.
Revoke my passport, please.
Okay, I will sign your passport here today.
Thank you.
I hope you went during Booba in art. I was not during Booba in
always.
art. Kayo maybe probably during Booba on her streams, but
always.
It's art. I appreciate it.
Correct. It's culture.
Oh, hello, Doot Doot. Wah. Detecting pink blob. when they're streaming, it's a collab.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Get him.
there you go,
No, I'm not a fake bat.
No. I was gonna say with your model, it's kind of hard to see at the moment, but you have like large sleeves on your. Is it a dress?
Ooh. It's sure I can show it if
Go for it. Yeah. I was gonna say, is that like a wing inspiration? Oh, your shorts are a bit.
Oh, my shorts.
A bit see-through right now.
No. Yeah. But the sleeves are yeah, kind of like bats. Yeah. That's why I also had the butt cape kind of idea.
Oh, the
butt
cape.
Can't show my my butt cape. Do you see my butt cape? Can't really see it because my.
Yeah, it's a very cool outfit. It's very unique.
Thank you. I might have overcomplicated it, but I don't know.
Yeah. KomoriKayo shorts are.
Yep.
It's the magic ball that I use to communicate. It has some problems sometimes.
Correct. The next model I have to like figure out a color that I can chroma key properly.
Oh yeah, I think that's one thing that I don't know if all artists consider it, but for VTuber artists, it's something to definitely consider.
Probably should. Yeah.
I should probably talk to my artist that's currently doing my model about it. Mainly.
But VTube Studio, by the way, it does allow you to do like transparent capture.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't use color key to show the model. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's just the method we're using to get you here requires it.
Correct.
But we got you here, and that's what matters.
Exactly. Who cares if my shorts are see-through? Just don't look.
So we've spoken about video games. We haven't spoken about sort of adventure RPGs, which on the very first stream I watched you on, you were very enthusiastic about. There's Dragon Age, there's KOTOR, there's
There's
so many. I think we're sort of in a boom of them right now, especially indie ones.
Yeah. But to be honest, I've only like the ones that I really like have been the pretty big ones. I haven't really played a lot of indie games in general. But yeah, like Dragon Age. I'm still playing Inquisition, so no spoilers, please. But yeah. Very excited for that one. That's also kind of why I don't really know much about the other Dragon Age, because as in like the future ones, because I've been like avoiding all media.
It's probably smart if you don't want spoilers.
Yeah, I don't want spoilers for Dragon Age. I even my sister got me the comics for my birthday.
Oh.
And yeah, it's really good. I read it halfway through, and then I realized that the next comic is like happens during Inquisition or like after Inquisition. So I was like, okay, shit, can't read it anymore. So I can't even read my own birthday gift till I finish Inquisition. No.
Now it's time to play more Inquisition then.
Yeah. Time to buckle down.
Are you able to stream it?
I've not been playing.
Are you able to stream it?
I originally I was thinking about streaming it. My sister. When we first started, we did think about it, but then I realized like I would have to like talk to stream a lot, and I don't know if my sister would be very comfortable with that. And in general, I think I just want to enjoy the game. You know?
Yeah.
It's not that I don't enjoy streaming games, but you know when you stream a game, you it's a different experience. Yeah, I want to play Dragon Age like as it is. Yeah, but I do want to stream KOTOR though, maybe, because I've already played that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gonna play through 1 and then 2, or?
Oh, I don't know. Depends on even if I even finish one. I
Oh,
am notoriously not good at finishing games. Yeah. Meanwhile,
okay.
I have a friend who like finished all of Yakuza in like a month. Like they streamed every
Wow.
single game, and I was like, yo, wait, like last week I saw you were playing the first one. Now you're on the fifth. What? Yeah, it was
That is
crazy.
really impressive. There's a lot to those games.
Yeah, they must have been streaming like every day. Crazy.
Um, so I've saved this topic for last,
Okay.
because you definitely know way more than me about this. Um, and it may be a rabbit hole of anime and manga. Uh,
Oh, oh yeah.
a little bat has told me that you're a big fan of manga.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember correctly, one of
Yeah.
your redeems is a manga recommendation.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah, I love manga a lot. I started reading like a long time ago. So I assume you don't really read that much manga, do you?
Uh, I've read like one or two, but I don't actively read it much. It's because it's
Mm.
sort of hard to get your hands on unless you get a cheeky link online.
Oh, arrow to my heart. uh, yeah. Yeah. I could recommend you some apps if you want, but I'm a cheeky bat. I don't really pay for my manga. I feel bad about it,
It's
but
okay. It's
I want to
okay.
change that. Yeah.
There's no judging. It's one of those things where like you would have to be super rich to pay for like all that you consume. I feel.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's along the same lines as terms and conditions for websites. If you actually read them, you would have like no life. Um,
True.
so
True.
yeah, as long as you're supporting manga in some way or another, I think that's morally okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know, because the thing is, like, a lot of the manga that I read as well,
Mm,
as of late, like, especially recently, I haven't really been reading a lot of big manga, especially since Manga Dex went down.
mm,
I've only been reading, like, short doujinshi type mangas, or, like, not really doujinshis, but, like, mangas that's shorter. Those are normally made by Japanese people who have like no access to an English publisher. So
mm.
most of those things don't even have like proper English translation. So I would never be able to um like support them directly in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it does feel a little bit bad. So I don't know. I do want to think about like how I want to fix that. But yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine. I've heard of a lot of different content creators, you could call them, say that if you have no like official access to their art, let's say, then they have no problems with you pirating it.
Mm, I see.
I th-
Yeah. The thing is, like, I'm lucky in the sense that I live relatively close to Japan, so we do have some access, especially because like we have, like, I don't know if our Kinokuniya's in the UK are there. I don't know.
what do you mean?
Have you heard of something called Kinokuniya?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, it's a bookstore that I guess it comes from Japan. I'm
Oh,
not very
okay.
sure. Yeah, but there's one in Singapore that has a manga section, and a pretty big one at that, and they're all translated. So
Oh, yeah,
theoretically, I could go there and buy. Yeah. I'm sure UK has like that equivalent, but
yeah, yeah,
yeah, but I don't. I could order them too.
yeah.
Don't. Yeah,
I guess if you're
one
also
day.
a massive fan, you then come to the space problem of storing all of the mangas.
True. True. I don't
Uh,
have any more space. I have like a small bookshelf and it's all full.
there you go. There's your reasoning.
Thank you. Helping me find out.
Uh,
Yeah.
have a good work day, Doldine. He was mentioning H.
Big H. Yeah, I can't buy that. No.
No.
No,
I'm
no.
assuming it's a certain H he's talking about.
Yep,
but,
probably.
Uh,
Probably the big H. Mm-hmm.
we'll skirt around that topic for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, has there been anything recently that you've been reading?
Okay, so since Manga Dex has been down, so I haven't been reading like big stuff, right? So, but do you know about Komi-san? Komi-san can't communicate.
Yes, actually, it's one of those rare times you can mention.
Yeah.
It's she. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. Yeah, she's like shy and she can't talk to many people.
Yeah. She basically can't talk, and then, like the premise is that she wants to make 100 friends, so she enlists like a friend, like the first friend of hers is this guy in her class that's pretty much an average Joe. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good storyline. um and like read the recent chapters. I don't want to spoil it, but like the recent chapters have been so good. Really good, but they come out like once every month. So I have to wait. Like once I get one chapter, I have to wait for another month before I get another one.
Oh,
It's so sad.
you've got that far into the manga that you're now waiting for new issues or chapters.
Of course, there's only like 100 or so chapters, which is not that much for a long-term manga, I guess. Yeah. So I'm that's why I always say that my favorite genre of manga is completed.
Oh, yeah.
I hate waiting for manga. I hate waiting for manga. So like I exclusively filter by finished manga. Yeah. So ooh,
It's
there's a pretty dark joke. It's not really a good joke, but you know, you've heard of Berserk, right?
yeah, he's the big sword man. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't read that manga, and a big reason why I haven't read it is because it's like been long running and hasn't ended for like years and years. So it's it was on hiatus for a long time too, if I'm not wrong. But the mangaka recently passed away, which is really sad because their work was like really good. But then I was telling my sister like, oh shit, does that mean I can read his manga now?
Oh,
It's technically completed
yeah.
in the worst way, but I'm sure a lot of people are starting to read it now because of you know the news.
It's
But
definitely
yeah, I'll probably
more
be reading.
exposure.
Yeah, it's a sad way to get exposure, but
Hmm.
last hurrah, I guess. I don't know.
I think I don't know how true it is because this is all I've learned from him from memes is that he
Mhm.
is a very good manga artist doing Berserk.
Yeah.
And then he went on hiatus for a while because he discovered gacha games and stuff.
Yeah. That's the story. There's a lot of mangaka that are like that too. There's like people always say like Hunter x Hunter, the mangaka is just lazy to do more chapters. They've just
Oh,
kept the manga on hiatus forever. Yeah.
maybe one day it'll get an ending.
Interesting thing. You know about Hunter x Hunter, right? Have you seen it before?
I've only heard of it. I don't know a lot about it.
But it is a pretty big manga. But I'm sure you've heard of Sailor Moon.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
magical
So,
girl anime.
yeah. The mangaka for both of those are actually married.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
So people always say, why don't you just get like Sailor Moon mangaka to like finish Hunter x Hunter? That would be interesting. Hunter x Hunter.
Hello, Shinu
Ooh,
Snake.
hi Snake. Hi. I think I'm not very sure. It might have been a health issue, but then some people say that he's just like lazy. I'm not sure. All these things are all like super super hearsay because you don't actually know the mangaka, and a lot of these mangaka are very secretive too. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard it's I don't know if it's like a Japanese thing or just like it's happened a few times, but there's been a lot of occasions where they get severely ill and they don't like announce it to anyone.
Yeah, because it'll affect the manga too. So
Mm.
yeah,
So
it's
when
sad.
they do die, it's sort of out of nowhere in a way. So
Yeah, correct. Yeah, but yeah.
if you could write your own manga,
Ooh,
what would it be about?
cool. I did try. I am trying to write a manga myself. I have it all planned out.
Oh,
Um, yeah, but I haven't done it. I have a problem with finishing things, as you can see. Uh, uh, but yeah, I do have one in the works. It's a very simple like 10-page manga that's just like a simple romance story. Very easy. It's just my first attempt at learning how to do a manga. But
yeah.
I did have an idea. One time I was on stream with a couple of people and I was talking about writing my own manga, and we were brainstorming and we thought of something like those mangas with like very long titles.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
the one that we thought of was something like my boyfriend is a VTuber and I don't know or something like that. Yeah, but but the basic concept was like maybe either one or two of both of them, like the both of the people in the couple, would be VTubers, but like they wouldn't know.
Ah, that's a pretty
Yeah,
smart. Could
yeah.
lead to
I mean,
all
I'm
sorts.
sure there's probably a manga that's being written this like that with like how big VTubers are
Hmm.
becoming. So I'm sure that idea will be taken very soon. But
I can
yeah,
see it becoming a big thing.
yeah. I mean, it would be funny if I could like come up with more like good jokes and stuff. I think it would be nice. But yeah.
You should get on that and get some of it done.
Yeah, at the very least, I can put my claim down and say I was the first one who came up with this idea.
There you
Mark my
go.
words.
Um,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
also doing it will be a good learning experience and practice and all sorts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sure.
Bring out more
The
love.
paneling is really hard. Yeah.
Have you done any research into tips or tricks for manga making or anything?
Really, like I tried to find some help, um, but it's not really like people don't really talk about it because it's a primarily a Japanese industry, right?
Hmm.
And I think most people who do indie comics, uh, they don't normally use the manga style. It's more of a webtoon style, which is a little bit easier to formulate because webtoons scroll downwards.
Hmm.
So everything just needs to go from top to bottom. So it's not that hard to lay out. I think that's how I feel at least. I'm not too sure if that's actually true, but yeah, I couldn't find much help with like learning how to do a manga.
It should be good. I know Mei Mei, the artist who's making my model, is a manga artist. I could link you
Ooh.
to their stream afterwards, and they do well. Not for the next 2 weeks, unfortunately, but um, they draw their manga on stream.
Ah,
I think they're the
that's
only
cool.
Finnish manga artist in Finland.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. I mean,
But
I'm
yeah,
sure there are comic artists in Singapore too, but their comics are different. They're very
hmm.
like caricature type, not really for a story like that, you know?
Have you heard that manga is taking over worldwide and is outselling a lot of the comics industries?
don't think so. I mean, Western comics are not. I don't think they're as big as they used to be. Because more people are more focused on the MCU type stuff. They'll watch a TV show over reading the comics any day. Plus, at least for me, I found it really hard to get into because I don't know what issue to start with. Like,
Oh
because
yeah.
the timelines, they keep restarting shit, and then like suddenly Batman's dead, suddenly Superman's dead, then the next issue they're back.
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep track. Yeah.
They tend to have
I do want to
multiple
read.
universes
Mhm.
and stuff.
Yeah, correct, exactly. So different storylines.
For anyone new who's come in recently, feel free to ask any questions you want answered. I'm just trying to look at my shelf and see what manga I actually own.
Ooh, do you own any manga?
I do, from the years.
Ooh.
I've got Dragon Ball 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
My facial tracking's messed up because I'm no longer looking that way. Which I actually quite enjoyed. I was never a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z growing up. Not that I didn't like it, I just never really got into it. But Dragon Ball
Yeah.
seems to be a bit more of a comedy than Z.
More slapstick.
Yeah. I've got Monster Musume Volume 1.
The Holy Bible.
Yes.
I want it.
The VTuber guide.
Nice.
Oh,
VTuber guide. Interesting.
Yeah, it's all monster people. That's all VTubers are, really.
Oh. Yes.
I think that's it. I had a lot more, but I never read them, so I think I sold them. But yeah, most of my comics is Batman, so.
Oh, nice.
I tried going through. I found a list online of all the 80s to 2000s Batman comics in a vague canon order. So I've been trying to go through those, but it's a real long list, and I'm still in the 80s.
It's awesome though. I really want to do that too, but yeah, it's hard to get access to the comics. But yeah,
I just use cheeky links for most of them.
Yeah.
The main graphic novels I'll buy, Long Halloween and stuff like that. But the one issue from the annual from 1989, I'm just gonna read that online. I'm not gonna try and hunt that down.
Right. It probably costs a lot of money too for a good one. Yeah. I do have a manga. I just remembered. I do have one manga that I own. So basically, a while back, I worked at this ball bearing company. But basically, it's a Japanese company. It's a Japanese company, but they have a branch in Singapore. So I worked there for a short while, just doing random office stuff. And when I left, they gave me a manga about ball bearings.
Wow.
Yeah, it was their own company produced manga, and it was explained everything about ball bearings and the different kinds. It's crazy. Yeah.
Did you is it interesting or?
It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. I mean, you don't get to learn about ball bearings every day, I guess. But yeah, narrative, not that good. But I don't think that was the important part.
I'm not sure how you could get a good narrative out of ball bearings.
Yeah, me neither. So.
About animes, any favorites? Anything you've been watching recently?
Ooh, favorite animes. So funnily enough, I don't actually watch anime. So it's funny because you started this segment by saying we're gonna talk about anime manga a lot, but the truth is recently especially I haven't been reading that much manga or watching much anime. But in the first place, I actually don't watch anime because most of the time when I'm watching shows, it's normally English shows so that I can still do my stuff and I still can like listen and hear what's going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but anime, because I can't understand Japanese, so I have to like focus on it. So I pretty much don't really watch it that often. Yeah. But I did watch a little bit of Fruit Basket. But my sister finished it. I didn't finish it. I think that was pretty good. Oh yeah. And this is okay. I know you're probably not an anime or like a huge anime fan, but so most people will probably hunt me down for this. But I didn't finish watching Demon Slayer,
Oh,
which is like the biggest anime, right?
I've heard of it. I've had it
Yeah.
recommended a few times.
Yeah. So I watched the movie. Yeah, see, yeah, it is because I know like it's one of the most popular anime in the last like year, 2-3 years. Yeah, the manga is really good too, supposedly. But I didn't try the manga. I watched the movie, and then my friends were like, "Okay, we should watch the anime now." And I got up to episode 8, and then I stopped.
No.
And okay, you wanna hear the even more heresy or the even more controversial opinion?
Okay, I'll protect you from the chat.
Yes, protect me. Because basically the reason why I didn't continue was because like I kept comparing it to Naruto, which most people would say is like a shitty shonen. But like it has like a special nostalgic part in my heart, you know? So
Yeah.
in my head, I kept comparing it to Naruto and it being like, I've seen this arc before. It's whatever. I've seen all this before. The OG has already done all this. So I kind of stopped. Even though the animation was really good though. So I would still say like, if you're looking for an anime, that's probably like the best to get started with.
Demon Slayer or Naruto?
Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Naruto. No.
Okay.
Naruto, the anime is unwatchable.
I think everyone that's into like anime or manga to any degree has some shonen anime that they watched when they were younger.
Yeah.
I think Bleach was for me, so.
Ooh. Okay, but Bleach is okay. I think it was pretty good. Yeah.
I liked the I mean, this is based off of like me not watching it for over a decade, but I remember liking the first arc. And then when they moved into the spirit world, that's when it became sort of a generic shonen anime.
Right. Yeah. Like the first part was still. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's been a long time though, so I don't really remember what happened in Bleach, but yeah.
It's something to do with spirits and swords and stuff like that. Wearing big black outfits.
I think I did a drawing when I was like, I think 14 or 15. I did a drawing of one of the bad guys in Bleach. I forgot the name. Shit, the one at the. I was gonna say the one with the mask, but don't they all have masks? I forgot. It's fine. The green haired guy. I forgot his name. But yeah.
Oh, I think I vaguely know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it in the archives somewhere?
It was a paper drawing. I have it somewhere, but I don't have it digitally.
in the Kayo archives, the Batcave.
Correct. In my Batcave, hidden somewhere.
It's top secret.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think of like because I don't really get much time to watch anime. When I do, I tend to prefer the films because you get like just one story. It's just easy to watch. So Ghibli is just an easy recommendation.
Right. Yeah.
And I've forgotten his name. The guy who did, I think he's a director. He did Girl Who Let Through Time and Summer Wars. But I like following his stuff. Um,
He did a series on Netflix or something, right?
oh, did he? I'd have to look
I'm
into
not sure
that.
if it's him. It might have been him. I heard some stories about something like that. But there's a Netflix anime about an earthquake and the aftermath.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch
is
it.
it by him? I'm not very sure.
It might be. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, speaking of
Yeah.
Netflix animes, one that I'm likely to watch next is the Castlevania one, which I've had many
Ooh.
recommendations for.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty well recommended. Again, haven't watched it.
Uh,
At this point, I I haven't talking about Ghibli. I haven't even watched Princess Mononoke, which some
that's
people say are
okay.
the best.
Uh, I'd
Is
say
it?
I'd say it's one of the best. It's not necessarily like the most well known, but it is very good. Um,
Right.
I think it was like the second or third Ghibli I watched.
Ooh.
It's very fantasy based, so I'm very
Yeah,
fond
yeah,
of it.
yeah. I've seen some clips. I should go and watch it though. Especially
Mm,
since it's on Netflix, if I'm not wrong. So I have
yeah.
no excuse.
If we're
Yeah.
speaking about anime heresy, my one would be I actually prefer Ghibli dubs over Ghibli subs. I know, I
Oh, that
know.
is heresy.
Um,
Oh no.
but I feel like a lot of Ghibli films are based on like comfy vibes, and I feel like just having like the English there, it's probably because I'm dyslexic, so like any reading I don't
Right.
really like. But having like it being voiced sort of like adds that comfy vibe. Um, but yeah, that's very
True.
much a personal taste as opposed to a common taste.
To be fair, I think the Ghibli dubs are not that bad because they're like they're pretty high budget, so it's not like one person doing everything. Because
Hmm.
what I've heard is that some English dub, if it's not an important part, they'll just get one guy to just hammer out all the lines in 1 hour. That's why sometimes it's really shit. But it's been
Yeah,
getting better, I think. Yeah.
I guess just with like films in general, they might have better translations, not translations,
Yeah.
dubbing. As long
That
as it's not
was
for
yeah. And
kids.
then yes, much better. Yeah.
Is there any questions from the audience? As I think we'll start wrapping up now. Before I start going on more about dubs and subs and stuff.
I
Um,
see.
but it's been good having you. Been a good talk.
It's been an interesting interview.
Hmm. I tried to keep it pretty sensible. I
Yeah,
think
I
it went
think it's
well.
good. It's good. Yeah.
Um, so let's see who could we raid.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Um, do you tend to have a like a? Oh, here we go. Here's a question for
Okay.
you.
Okay, interesting question. So we're just asking about because I made a tweet a while ago
Hmm.
about not being sure about my future because I study like computer stuff right in university, but I've been like enjoying I've been enjoying art a lot,
Hmm.
and so uh I don't really have an answer yet. It'll be a while before I get one fully. Um, but like recently, I've been feeling like maybe it's okay if I just keep going with the computer stuff because that's probably gonna feed me better than art.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then I'll still do art and draw on my own free time because so I realize it is a hobby, right? So when you make your hobby your job, you also have to worry about like losing passion in something that you actually like. Yeah, because like doing commissions recently have been really fun. Also, like knowing that I have a deadline, like I have to finish this piece before a certain time. Um, yeah, it makes me feel a little stressed out,
Hmm.
which is not the situation you want to be when you're like doing creative things, you know. Yeah, so I don't know how I'll feel like tomorrow or the day after, because my feelings about these kinds of things like change very often and very quickly. So it'll depend. Yeah. But for now I'll just keep going on like what I want to do. Although, okay, because I've been so unproductive this week, so I want to reset my life.
Hmm.
I want to plan out everything properly and like try and plan out everything more productive thing and not just on art, but like be more productive on the things that I want to do, like making my games, learning new things, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Because this whole break, like, because I'm on summer break now, that's why I have so much time to stream.
Oh,
But this summer break, I've just been like drawing nonstop, which is like not bad. But yeah, I need to do other things too. But yeah,
gotta do adult things.
yeah, I don't want to be an adult. I want to be a kid again.
It's the hard times.
Right.
I guess enjoy the summer while you can. Try and get a good
Yeah.
balance of adulting and VTubing.
Yeah, I'm sure. Um, I wonder. So I wonder if I will be VTubing like this time next year. That
Hmm.
would be interesting because I would be graduated by then. So
Oh.
we'll see. Yeah,
It's also
we'll see.
interesting to think what VTubing will be like in a year as well.
Yeah, correct. Because like things are changing, and like recently as well. I don't know if you've noticed, but like I feel like a lot of people have been graduating. Like
Hmm.
even the big companies and also small like indie VTubers. Like a lot of people are kind of leaving. So maybe things will become more like streamlined. I don't know. I think as long as you're happy, that's what matters the most. Yeah, correct, Vinji. I think so too. Um, oh, I heard this is like super stereotypical, but I heard someone say this the other day.
Hmm.
About like living your life, just make sure, like making sure that every day you live your life happier than the previous day. Um, it's good for short term happiness, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's a good way to at least think about it initially, you know, just to get my spirits up.
Yeah. Yeah. As long
Yeah,
as you're um, enjoying it, I suppose is the best way to think about it.
yeah. I am perhaps a little bit too worried about my future when I really don't have to be.
Uh, it's good to be a little bit worried because it means you're focusing on it as a part of from just leaving it
True,
to chance.
true. Because you know, if you ask like 2 years ago, just even like 2 years ago, if you asked the Kayo from 2 years ago, I would have been like, "Who cares?
Oh no,
I'll just do whatever."
that shows that
Yeah,
you've
I only,
matured since then.
yeah, I hope so. I don't know. I don't know if I have, but yeah.
I've just realised I did the whole interview with my old wings as well. um,
Oh wait, you have new ones?
yeah, they're just a bit more detailed. It doesn't really matter too
Oh,
much. You get the
okay, it's
exclusive
okay.
old wings, uh,
Right, this is a nostalgia trip. Yeah,
nostalgia
it's okay.
wings. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, since we mentioned you mentioned a generic man who just wants to VTube, I think we'll raid Tony Avatar Gaming, which is
Ooh,
literally the most bog standard. He's a guy called Tony, and he plays
uh-huh.
games, and that's it. He's
Amazing! Amazing! I love that.
um,
That's great.
but
It's a
yeah,
concept. That's great.
if there's we've got time for like a very quick last minute question. Again, it's good to have you here. I appreciate you coming a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's my first like interview. I don't think I probably won't be interviewed again, I think. But yeah. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It was nice talking about all these things. Yeah.
No, you're gonna come Hololive, and you're gonna super famous.
So if next year you guys don't see me, you should know why, right?
Oh no.
I'll be joining Double Life.
Why is Kaya graduating out of nowhere? Oh no. Oh,
Oh
they just
no.
announced some new Bat VTuber. That voice sounds
Oh
familiar.
shit. Wonder who it could be.
Hmm. Yeah, anyway, I should probably actually click start raid, right?
Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed Tony. Enjoy the
Yeah.
evening, Exilian. How do you end your streams? Because I never know what to say to end a stream.
I don't know either. I just say bye.
Okay. Oh, bye.
Bye.